6.3 quadratic trig equations, level 2. Same exact rules. We're trying to find what the angle value is. We might have to round to the nearest tenth of a degree. So what you should remember about quadratics, to solve them, they have to be equal to 0. Right now this one's not. So I'm going to subtract the 9 sine of theta over, and I'm going to add the 5. And so that gets me 5 sine squared of theta. 3 minus 9 is negative 6 sine of theta. Negative 4 plus 5 is plus 1, is equal to 0. And so I can't take anything out. There's no greatest common factor. This is a trinomial, 3 terms, where my a value is a 5. It's not 1. So this is a slide and divide. And I would really recommend on these to probably go ahead and just change it into x's and do your thing, and then fix it and put it sign back in. So let's change this to 5x squared minus 6x plus 1. Remember, I slide the 5 to the 1, drop it off for right now. So it'll be x squared minus 6x. 5 times 1 is 5. Factoring this just like a normal trinomial, I know it was x times x, got the x squared. I need 2 numbers to multiply to make positive 5 that add to make negative 6. It would have to be 2 negatives. Okay, but don't forget to divide. You slid the 5. Now you gotta go back and undo and divide by 5. And so you need to simplify any fractions if you can. Sometimes they divide, sometimes they don't. This one would become x minus 1, and this one would slide back up to become 5x minus 1. But now remember, x was really a sine of theta. So I'm going to come over here, and I've got sine of theta minus 1 times 5 sine of theta minus 1. This is all equal to 0. Now you've got 2 factors you need to solve for. So this would be sine of theta needs to equal positive 1, and this would be sine of theta needs to equal positive 1/5. Where is a y value of 1 on our unit circle? Only up here. And that's at a 90 degrees. And then 1/5's not on here. I kind of feel like we've done this before. That is 11.5 degrees as a reference angle. Okay, and sine is positive in quadrant 1 and 2. So we're going to have that 11.5 degrees. And then we're going to take 180 minus 11.5. Which is 168.5. So this and these two. So again, this all just builds and kind of gets repetitive. Number 2, I got 2 options. I can add 15 cosine of theta over, but I might want to keep it because I really don't like my squared term or my leading term to be negative. So I think I'm going to actually add it over. Is that okay? So I'll keep this side being the 0. So I'm going to add this over. That'll become positive 4 cosine squared of theta. That's going to stay a negative 15 cosine of theta. And I'm going to add the 9 over, so now it's positive 9. I'm going to make everything be x's. Slide and divide. Slide the 4 to the 9. That's 36. I need 2 numbers that multiply to make 36 that add to make negative 15. There'd be 2 negatives. Negative 12 and negative 3. And then don't forget to go back and divide by 4. And so that's really x minus 3 times 4x minus 3. Put your cosine back in there. So it'd be cosine of theta minus 3 times 4 cosine of theta minus 3. Definitely should have put more room on this. So sorry. So where's cosine of an angle equal to positive 3? Where is cosine of an angle equal to positive 3/4? All right, you should be noticing that this is too big. It's not between negative 1 and 1, so that one's out. It's undefined. Cosine of 3/4, that's a reference angle of 41.4. And cosine's positive in quadrants. Do here. 1 and 4. So we'll have 41.4 4 degrees as one answer, and it'd be 360 minus 41.4, which is 318.6. Again, sorry for the mess.